Dinosaurus, the only restaurant where the servers are dinosaurs. Our animatronics are so real, you'll think a T-Rex is serving you T-bone, a pterodactyl is serving you teriyaki, that a brontosaurus is serving you chili dogs. Every dish is an archaeological find, like our stegogetti, our Raptor Burger Rex, or the pile of crumbled sticky brownies adventurously named the Dino Droppings. So, take a trip into the wild at Dinosaurus. You can dine in or dine-o.
While we are pleased to be broadcasting to our home planet, we'd request Earthlings please stop sending letters of inquiry regarding the Martian personality type. Yes, in comparison to the median Earthling, we are all very intellectually driven and rational. Get over it.
Hey, Mr. Cater Pie, how are you? What's going on? Just jumping on for a quick session myself. It's not my usual time I'm on. And again, I'm dealing with railway networks clogging up. It's getting a little bit annoying, but I guess that's just the way it is. Man, those industrial lights look pretty green, hey? Has it always looked so green? All good. I've only been playing since January. I held off nearly 8 years before I actually got this game, but I love it. How long have you been playing for? Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. So I assume you'll be getting CS2 when it comes out. Have you done your pre-order yet? Okay, we might build myself a mayor's house. I need somewhere to live. Well, there's not a huge amount of space there. I might have to make some adjustments. Yeah, I bit the bullet a couple of nights ago and got my pre-order in. The Isle of Serenity. Okay guys, I'm sorry, but I need a house. And it's going here. Compulsory acquisition completed. I wonder if I chuck in... I've got a bus route going through there. Let's just see how we go. Working in the dead of night. Don't want to draw attention to the mayor building a nice fancy house on taxpayers' money. Alright, there we go. Probably should have security guards on either end. Okay, let's see if the mayor's house fits now. Without causing too much drama to elevations. There we go. Oh, it looks like it conforms. It conforms to the land. Okay. Wow. That's an interesting looking confirmation. Then we need some daylight. Let's get this going. Got trees in my pool. There we go. We got some light now. Check that out. This house sits on air. Okay, well that's a bit stupid. So we're gonna have to level the terrain. Oh, thank God for Control Z. Don't need a massive hole. There we go. Alright, let's see if that's enough. Oh. Guess as long as the house doesn't look like it's floating on air, it should work. Oh. We really need some daylight though. No, it's still sitting on air. This is becoming more painful than it needs to be. I wonder if I can just level terrain with it there. Turn on the speed so we can actually come into the light. Okay, well that's not working. Ah, I know what I can do. Let me just lower the whole thing. There we go. There's always a solution to every problem. So now we just gotta make sure the house doesn't look like it's sitting on air. Nicely sunken in. My pool's disappeared. Interesting.
Saddle up in the mornings with Jimmy and the Stallion, the only morning show featuring DJ Jimmy Fries and a 4-year-old quarter horse named Clover.
This is Jimmy Fries coming to you from Studio 2. Whoa, whoa! Looks like someone's horsing around. Okay,
I think
easy,
this-
easy, boy.
They'll play
This
your
particular
favorite hits,
asset
give out great prizes, and laugh their way through your commute. Jimmy and the
is
Stallion.
really designed for
Stable
an absolutely
entertainment
flat
only on
terrain, which is
Cities Radio.
just retarded. So we're gonna start
We are the
another.
law accountant. The law
It's
accounting.
pretty flat there, and it
I
makes
know
it go
what you're
down. It's
thinking.
pretty
Are we
odd.
lawyers? Are we accountants? Well, it's a complicated
We'll just have to spend more
question,
taxpayers'
probably
money and
requiring
build
the
something
services
else.
of a lawyer and
Wonder
an
if we can get
accountant.
like some sort
Is
of
that us? Well, what do you think?
ploppables,
Seems to me that there's a lot of you out there who might need the use of the law accounting.
or a
But
ploppable.
that's not legal advice. That's life advice. In fact, we're legally barred from providing legal advice. The law accounting. Officially unlicensed since 2005.
This is the Mars official radio with me, Penna Masculine. Daniel has sent us a letter. I'll read it to you. Hello, Penham, and thank you so much for your show. I heard you talking about those unpredictable cravings you described. I've had similar experiences. Not with food, though. No, but I've noticed that my musical tastes have transformed. On Earth, I used to listen to Bach, almost exclusively. After I landed on Mars, my musical preferences have slowly gravitated towards the works of Mozart and Haydn. Now I can't stand Baroque music at all. I have no explanation to this phenomenon. Take care, Daniel. Daniel, that does sound like a similar experience. I'll have to investigate this further. In the meantime, more music.
Oh yeah. This will just have to be the temporary house for now. I'll have to find a better asset for that mayor's house. I have not got time to sort it today, or tonight, or this session. Alright, what's the next problem? Alright, let's check out our traffic. 67%. We're still probably recovering from that traffic reset. Which I believe is the case. Now this road here is becoming very heavy now. A lot of traffic using it. Problem is there's not many alternatives. So we might just make it 3 lanes. Try to smooth out these on-ramps a little bit more. Very congested. Okay, we can probably start with 3 laning this part first. I guess my theme is a bit of a mixture of everything, a little bit of everything at the moment. I started off in pretty much in vanilla, and then I've just added mods, so it's kind of grown in that way. Obviously I'm from Australia, so I don't know how to describe. I haven't really gone for a specific theme. There's different sort of themes in different areas. Like here, you can see quite a bit of this is probably vanilla kind of assets because they were built first. But then if you look over this side here, a lot of high-rise assets here that came later on. So I guess I like curves as well. There's not much gridding going on in the city, which is kind of, I don't know, you see that in Australia. There's only a little bit of gridding in the middle of the city, and then here I've put in a Fibonacci spiral, like an actual proper one, measured out, and I've gridded it within the inside of it, which has turned out pretty nice. I guess somewhat trying to go for a natural feel in terms of, I guess, curvature of roads. Every section's basically turning into a little project. So here you got Portsea, which is like a portside resort place with a casino and sort of like a holiday destination. Built next to a port, and then a little industrial estate here. Kind of going for the theme of, I guess originally ports were probably all industrial, and then they get rejuvenated and become a little bit more trendier. So yeah, I can't say I've particularly gone for a specific theme per se. So yeah, I mean Australia, I guess it's not European and it's not American. It is kind of a mix itself in terms of I guess what you consider traditionally American style themes and European theme. Alright, so what was I doing? Yeah, so there's a lot of themes. Like I particularly like this area here. This feels natural. I don't know, it just has a really good feel to it. Built along the ridge line. Alright. So having a great stream. Failed to build my mayor's house. And now, what was I gonna do? I forgot what I was doing. I will check traffic again. Getting up to 70%, which is alright. My latest build was this little industry town that's right next to the ore mine over here. I'll turn on that. And then a little sports complex. Oh, look at the sports complex. Somehow trees are popped all through it. Okay, so we're glitching with that. We can get rid of that. Mods are great, but sometimes they can bring other problems. I wonder if there's any sports club assets. Oh, I see how it's more connected. Yeah, I'm getting there. Problem is with all the mods, it's taking longer to do every section. So you can kind of see this part here is in kind of a square because that's where the original, what's it called? The 9 tiles or whatever base game limit is, and then I ended up getting the 25 tiles, and that's how it's kind of expanded. So I am getting there with terms of connectivity. It does feel a little bit separated in different sections, but my goal is to fill all that, fill all this. There's plenty of room to put more in. And over here as well, plenty of room for growth. But yeah, you're right, they probably do look a little disconnected at the moment. But they're certainly not disconnected in terms of transport, that's for sure. Yeah, you can kind of see the mod transition from going from completely vanilla to heavily, well not heavily, but pretty much access to all the main mods. Let's have a look at this place. Barlow Square. Nice little seaside community for the workers at the ore mine. I really want to see if have I got any sort of pub or sports club kind of asset. Pub. Brings up a bus depot. A bus depot is not a pub. Guess it's probably called a bar. Interesting. Yeah, good point. I could probably use a little bit more rural and rural residential kind of areas. Bar. Okay, that's not working either. Maybe I need to change it to Grobles, and then we want financial districts, office. Commercial eco. Oh, that's right, I didn't get the green DLC. Oh, there's a hotel. Yeah, that's true. I should probably... Well, funny enough, I did actually make a rural town over here. Highvale. This is supposed to be a rural town. But what happened is urban sprawl caught up to it. So it's still kind of covered with a buffer. A green buffer to maintain it. It still has some of the original dirt roads. But yeah, believe it or not, this was all by itself back when this was completely empty. And all this side was completely empty. And the developers came in and said, we want to make Providence City a new CBD on the waterfront. But the residents of Highvale made sure that they wouldn't be impacted. Ah, they got a sneaky high-rise in here somehow though. And look at the view from their once rural town. That's actually pretty full on. I never looked at it from that way. What's funny though is this whole section here with all these bright high-rises in Providence City. This all blacked out at some point a week or so ago, and there was no reason for it to black out. There was power connected to it, there was plenty of power. It was just some weird glitch. So for a period long enough for the whole area to basically get abandoned, it destroyed this whole section of the city and it grew back. So that section used to be predominantly vanilla assets as well. and then basically it came back with all the high-rise and high-tech assets that I've got along the way. And initially it pissed me off, but I actually don't mind what's come here now. It actually looks a lot better, particularly here with the type of buildings that have organically grown. And then you've just got this one section that's a little bit different from the vanilla buildy kind of areas. But yeah, High Vale was actually my rural town back in the day. I guess I'm going to have to build another rural town. Hey, NV Nick. I hope I pronounced that right. How you going? So yeah, so it's pretty sweet view from that side actually. It's amazing that sometimes you don't even realize the views that you have from certain sections. I really like the way that this freeway curves in like this and connects. It does seem a little bit organic, and in that connection there. But yeah, this is supposed to be the city centre, and these are kind of landmark buildings, so I think most of these now are still actually just tourist attractions. I guess I could change them with ploppable Rico into a realistic building. Just messing with Rico actually messes around with the levels a bit. I had to change some of the stuff that I changed. But let's just mess with this one. So this is an office tower, so we could effectively turn it into a proper office tower. And we're probably going to have make it level 3. And we'll actually give it a realistic worker count of, and we don't want to go too high. Realistically, in a building like this, is probably have, I don't know, 500 to 1,000 people working in it. But it just messes around with the levels too much in this game, so let's give it 150. Save changes and apply. So that's a cool mod. So Office 69 is actually an office building now. 90 jobs available. If anything, we probably could use more office thing. The one thing I actually discovered the other night, which I didn't even realize, is this orange RCI graph thing is actually for industry or offices. I would have just assumed offices would have been part of the commercial level, but apparently it's part of the orange level, which is odd. So maybe we'll change a couple more buildings to actual office towers. I'll change this one. So this is an office tower or office tower. Turn it into commercial level 3. Sorry, not commercial, office. And this one will do about 135 workers. It'd just be interesting to see if this pulls down the orange thing enough. Okay, so we got 54 workers in there at the moment. And what about this guy here? Another office tower. Give this about 125. Changes and apply. Okay, let's see how much impact that has on the RCI. Okay, I have a question. I'm using has train tracks already placed that go around the map and go straight through open areas. Should I delete them or place them closer to highways or try to build them around? That's a good question. I guess without seeing the overall thing of your city, like, I've been trying to build around them, but it's a lot of terraforming. Like, depending on how much you want to build your city out, I would say I'd probably leave them. I'm not sure if it's a money thing as well for you or not, but I'd probably leave the tracks around the edge, probably just from a historical factor, and then just build in new rail lines as you need within the city or closer to the city or closer to the highways, because you probably find that you could use them. One thing that I have done with this city, and I had to learn pretty early on, is you can have conflicting rail with intercity rail and local rail, and then you've got industry rail, and it's also intercity industry rail. So at one point I just went through my whole map and I actually separated all my industrial rail from my passenger rail. So all these rail lines, even though some of them look really close to each other, there's actually no connection between industry line here, and these are all industry line here, and then passenger lines along here. So that's probably one tip I would give you: separate that up and be selective with which rail buildings allow intercity trains. Because once your city starts getting pretty big, the intercity trains, you can't really control where they go. They just go wherever the station says they can go to, and they can cause massive traffic issues with your rail lines. It's a real pain. To be honest, I can't remember what map this is. I think this is just one of the standard maps that the game comes with, I think. I didn't download it or anything, but I guess I just liked it because it's got 2C connections on either side. And a big rivers through the middle, and sort of varying terrain as well. So you can get pretty, like if we watch a car come through, pick this guy or truck, well I guess we know where that's going to come, so I might just pull out from there, pick something different, like we'll pick the Jeep, go for a bit of a drive.
Don't you want money for nothing? Yeah, you do. What's the catch? There is one.
Some of these outlying highways are a bit loppy, but that's the original highway that was there with the map.
Place to strike it rich. Who are we? Well, we're the #1 dream makers in the region. And you are a motivated, driven, confident individual who has a desire to make it big.
I'd probably have to pull out of the game to find out what map this is. Like, I can't remember. I started this back in January.
This offer is just for you because you deserve it. Come alone. So don't wait. The early bird catches the worm, and the worm is a bus at 143 Industrial Way that leaves at dawn. So grab destiny by the horns. Go on, grab it. It's yours.
Cruising into the bypass tunnel. Oh, so this tunnel asset actually has. It's actually
This
built,
is
but you
Mars
can't see
official
it, I don't
radio
think.
with Penem
That's why
Escalin. Stay tuned, enjoy,
through the
take
mountain,
a
but
break,
you can't
and
really see
just
the inside,
chill.
okay.
Our songs will go down like an energy pill.
He comes out here. Tell you the one thing that's kind of hurting my eyes now is seeing all those CS2 videos with the new graphics. I'm like, oh yeah, the graphics on this don't look that great. I mean, they're good, but they feel, you can notice the difference and it feels a bit older now. And this is, set to the highest level of my PC. It's not a downgraded graphics option either. A lot of trees in the way there. Yep, I do like trees. So yeah, if your transit gets clogged and in a big city, it really causes the traffic to go crazy as well. So I really had to mess a lot with the in this inner city part here with the metro, the subway. So the subway loops around the main city area. I had to duplicate the train stations here, duplicate it here as well. There's a lot of duplication needed to actually be able to have a properly functioning metro. Otherwise, they just get clogged, and then no one uses them, so they become pointless. I'd really like to make a big, some sort of sporting complex pubby thing here for this short session tonight. Do a little bit more landscaping. No worries, Mr. Capitapi. Thanks for the follow. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time. Mr. Caterpie. That's probably the better way to say it, hey. Alright, let's find some asset we can use. Club. No? Might have to try with everything. Club. Oh, here we go. What's this? A nightclub. Comedy club. Another nightclub. A book club. Sure, the workers would love going to the book club after work. Let's give them a nightclub. Might chuck it here. Can we turn it around? How does this... Or is that the front? It's probably the front, okay. Power lines just go straight through it. What a view. Okay, well it looks like... These power lines here are redundant. Alright, that's much nicer. So we're definitely going to need to build a train station here somewhere, but we'll get to that. Probably when I jump back on tonight. Let's give it a name, I guess. The Happy Hamster. What's this area called again? Barlow. Unless anyone else has got some better names for it. Barlow. I was going to call it Barlow's Balls, but I think that's a bit immature. That's a nice rooftop. We can go inside. Nothing inside. Alright. Colossal field. Does that Bob app let me mod? How do I get that Bob thing to work? Alt B. I was hoping that you could maybe change the wording on that corner. Oh, there's a lot of assets to this. Oh, it just changes it. Okay, let's not mess with this. Do like how Barlow is turning out though. So Barlow serves its purpose for serving the good people here in the mining industry. Looks pretty good at night actually. Except for the industry lights looking really green. I don't know if that's normal, but over here we got our fusion power complemented with nuclear power. And up here we got our Condon Mountain. Let's go for a little cable car ride. Through the ruins. And then I'll have to head off for now. As I said, it's only a short session. I don't usually on at this time. I'll probably be back on in a few hours. So let's enjoy a quiet cable car ride. Turn off the notifications for a minute. There we go. Okay, we're at the end of there. Okay, let's get some more office buildings going in the city centre before I go. Ah, that was the other problem I was trying to fix. Nobody's using my university, and apparently that's because of this guy, the Hadron Collider. And I just wanted to check if that actually impacts my schools. Yeah, nobody using schools. That's just stupid. Alright, let's see if disabling the university boosting will fix all that. That building does look nice at night. Oh, good. Straight away, we're getting some academic reputation building up. People are coming back to uni. Ain't no free rides at the Hadron Collider anymore. Fibonacci University is back up and running. Alright, well, I'm out. Thanks for watching. Follow if you haven't already, and I'll be back later on.
Gaze at a gazelle, lock eyes with a lemur, shake hands with a turtle. At the City Zoo, you can experience the wild in our wildest exhibition yet. Come down this weekend to meet our newest addition, a three-toed sloth named Barbara. She'll hook you with her smile and hook you again with her curved toes used to grasp trees in the wild.